definitely of the opinion, that we should have some DEI hires in this administration, you know, the ones that definitely earned it, because clearly we've got a bunch of incompetent fools that are trying to run our country, and actually they are running our country. They're running it straight into the ground.
As much as Trump and Republicans hate to accept it, we are still a country with laws, and when you break them, there are consequences.
Jasmine Crockett is on fire, completely unleashed, as she tears into J.D. Vance and the Trump administration. The lies. Oh, they've gone way too far. And when the truth is on the line, Crockett doesn't hold back, not even close. What follows isn't just a political moment, it's a full-blown MIC drop. If you thought politics couldn't get any crazier, think again. Watch as she drops truth bombs that'll shake your entire perspective.
You know, the lack of cohesiveness on that side is why this has been the most unproductive Congress. People all over X and everything is like, well, they don't deserve anything. They're so unproductive. Let me tell you, the people that y'all keep putting in charge are the reason that we are unproductive, because they don't understand how to govern. And honestly, they don't even have a will to govern. And the fact that they are allowing somebody who basically is a shadow president to come out and tell them what to do, including Donald Trump, because listen, we know that Elon, as they have touted about how they need to get rid of the immigrants. Let me be clear. Elon cannot become president of the United States because he is an immigrant who has gained U.S. citizenship later on in life. So he's not qualified to be, or he's not allowed to be under our Constitution. So instead, he decided that he was going to buy a president. And right now he is pulling all the strings on Trump.
Jasmine Crockett didn't just go off on J.D. Vance and the Trump administration. She absolutely obliterated them. When it comes to exposing lies and cutting through the political chaos, Jasmine isn't just part of the conversation, she's leading it with the kind of fire that could light up an entire city. And make no mistake, she held nothing back. No one is safe when Jasmine Crockett takes the MIC. Especially not J.D. Vance, a man who seems more lost in his own delusions than he is grounded in Ohio. As for the Trump administration, it's less of a government and more of a three-ring circus, except the clowns aren't funny, and the lions? They're looking for their next meal.
Yeah, but my concerns as ranking member of this subcommittee, as a member of Congress, and as an attorney, as well as a citizen, are based on things called facts. And when I say facts, I mean clear, indisputable facts, not those alternative facts my Republican colleagues continue pushing onto the American people.
But let's be real, this isn't just about J.D. Vance. Bless his heart for thinking he actually carries political weight. No, this is about something much bigger. It's about the whirlwind of chaos known as Donald Trump, whose influence has spilled into nearly every corner of American life like a bad reality show that just won't end. From his Twitter meltdowns to his uncanny ability to turn every sentence into a cringe-worthy performance, think America's Got Talent. Disaster Edition, Trump has spent years turning political discourse into a punchline. And yet, every time he speaks, the entire nation seems to hold its breath, waiting. Spoiler alert, whatever comes next. Yeah, it's rarely ever good.
And I'm tired of it because I didn't come to this chamber to play games. I came to this chamber to answer to the people, the American people, and to make sure that we keep the American people safe. And if we don't get something done, as they talk about the border, I do want to be clear,
If you're vibing with this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So here comes Jasmine Crockett, stepping right into the chaos, and let's just say, she's not here to play nice. Like a lioness on a mission, she doesn't just come for J.D. Vance, she drags Trump and his entire circus of lies, gaslighting, and political absurdity into the spotlight. And let's be honest, Trump. He's the kind of guy with more skeletons in his closet than a haunted house. The twist? His skeletons don't even try to hide. They practically wave at you.
The reason we haven't gotten funding for the border is because they killed, the House Republicans here, killed the bill that they actually sent us from the Senate side. If they want to do some work, let me tell you something, the Democrats are ready, and it seems like the Senate Republicans are ready too. They just need to get...
Here's a fun little fact. Trump doesn't do strategy, he's just out here living like every day's a new episode of his own chaotic reality show. One week it's surprise, I said something completely nonsensical, and the next, it's plot twist, no logic required. And that's exactly the mess Jasmine Crockett walked into. But she didn't tiptoe around it, she came in like a wrecking ball dressed in elegance, delivering political truth with knockout precision. The second Jasmine calls out Trump, you know it's about to go down. It's the ultimate face-off, one person armed with facts and fire, versus a guy who thinks mashing random buzzwords together somehow counts as policy. So what does Trump do when cornered by the truth? He goes back to the classics: deny, deflect, pretend like nothing ever happened. But Jasmine, she's not buying it, and she's turning every one of his lies into confetti.
Also, when it comes down to like Trump being able to pick talent, let's just do a quick evaluation. I mean, when we look at Rudy Giuliani, I know that Rudy Giuliani has lost everything from his law license to his money to his dignity. Heck, he was even losing his hair dye, okay? Like, he has lost everything along with any other lawyer that's ever associated with him. And so now we get to JD Vance when he picks a VP running mate. And he also picked another loser, right? Like, because now the single cat ladies are coming for their ticket. Like, I mean, this guy is a loser. And I just need America to step up one more time and remind him, just like they reminded him 4 years ago, that he's a loser and he is only good for entertainment. But when it comes to running this country, we need someone who is...
Tell you one thing that is crumbling for the city of DC was that continuing resolution that defunded approximately $1 billion from them, but I will focus on today's hearing. The Republicans' recklessness and chaotic approach to reducing the size of government has shown us what we've already known. Concepts of a plan don't work. It's not just going to be Democrats who miss out on Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, or only Democratic veterans who'll miss out on their VA benefits. Their approach will negatively impact all Americans. So it's unfortunate that Republicans have taken a seemingly bipartisan issue and included it as part of their scam to subsidize tax giveaway for billionaires. They haven't proposed anything that will improve the efficiency of the government. Instead, they have put the country on a path to a recession and implemented the largest tax increase on Americans in decades through Trump's tariffs. This hearing is their latest attempt to try to convince the American people that dismantling public-facing agencies will somehow improve government efficiency.
Here's a fun truth bomb. Trump doesn't do strategy, he just wings it like every day's a new episode of reality show, Chaos Edition. One day it's surprise. I said something wildly confusing, the next it's plot twist, logic has left the building. Enter Jasmine Crockett. She didn't creep into this disaster, she stormed in, fierce and fearless, dressed in class, and armed with unshakable truth. The second she sets her sights on Trump, you already know it's go time. It's not just a call-out, it's a full-on showdown, truth and fire versus buzzwords and bravado. And when Trump gets hit with facts, he does what he always does, denies, dodges, and acts like nothing ever happened. But Jasmine, she's not here for the games. She's turning every tired lie into shredded confetti and making sure the whole country sees it fall.
Ultimately, each of you knows enough to know that at the end of the day, it is citizens that sit on a grand jury that are the ones that decide whether or not evidence exists to go forward with an indictment. And ultimately, when this president was convicted by a jury on the state level, it was a jury of his peers.
Fun fact, if you're part of the middle class, Trump probably thinks you're the kind of person who struggles to fold a fitted sheet and therefore, your problems aren't worth solving. But don't worry, he's tossing stacks of cash at the wealthiest people in the country like that's somehow going to fix everything. Jasmine Crockett? Yeah, she's not buying it, and honestly, neither should you. Anyone who's watched Trump for more than 5 minutes knows this. The man handles crises like he's juggling flaming swords while blindfolded. The pandemic? That wasn't leadership, it was a live episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, except the prize was a global health disaster, and Trump was out here phoning a friend, who also had no clue. His solution? Downplay the threat until it exploded. If there were a gold medal for avoidant behavior in a leadership role, Trump would have won it in record time. Let's not forget, this is the same guy who told people to drink bleach. Because apparently, common sense was too much to ask.